Have you ever felt stuck when learning English? You've tried all kinds of methods, from learning vocabulary to practicing grammar, but still feel like your speaking skills aren't flowing smoothly. It makes you feel less confident, and sometimes it even makes you want to give up. But today, I'm going to share with you a simple yet incredibly effective secret. It will help you improve your English speaking skills in just 5 minutes a day. Imagine just 5 minutes every day, only 5 minutes, and you'll be able to practice an essential skill that will help you speak English fluently, confidently, and without memorizing endless vocabulary or grammar rules. I'm sure you're wondering, what can 5 minutes a day really do? The truth is, those 5 minutes will help you build a speaking habit, improve your reflexes, and allow you to speak more naturally. If you've ever tried learning English but still didn't see results, then you're definitely going to want to know how this method works. Take a little time to learn how and why 5 minutes a day can completely change the way you speak English. You won't want to miss this. 1. The importance of learning English in the modern world. Today, English is not just an international language, but also a vital tool in work, study, travel, and global communication. There is no doubt that learning and using English brings countless benefits. When you are proficient in English, you open the door to a broader range of career opportunities, the ability to communicate with people from various cultures, and easy access to a vast wealth of knowledge available on the internet. In the process of learning English, developing skills in listening, speaking, reading, and writing is incredibly important. However, many learners struggle with speaking English fluently and naturally. Therefore, the method of learning for just 5 minutes a day could be an excellent solution to quickly and effectively improve your English speaking skills. 2. The key to effective English learning: consistent daily practice. One of the most crucial principles in learning English is consistency. You can learn a lot of vocabulary and grammar structures, but if you don't practice regularly, that knowledge will quickly fade. To make English a part of your daily life, you need to practice and use it every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Why is 5 minutes effective? You might think that 5 minutes is too little to learn a language, but in reality, brief, consistent practice focused on specific skills yields surprising results. When you practice for just 5 minutes a day, your brain gradually becomes accustomed to using English without feeling stressed. Moreover, studying in short bursts helps you concentrate better and avoid feeling overwhelmed. 3. Pronunciation practice. One of the most important aspects of speaking English is pronunciation. If your pronunciation is not accurate, others will have trouble understanding you, even if you use the correct vocabulary and grammar. However, pronunciation is a skill that can be improved with the right practice. How to improve pronunciation effectively in 5 minutes. The first step in improving your pronunciation is listening. Spend time listening to short conversations or videos in English at a moderate speed. Then, repeat what you hear. This helps you get accustomed to the pronunciation of native speakers and boosts your confidence when speaking. Another helpful tip is to use tools like Google Translate to check your pronunciation. When you hear a new word, repeat it several times and compare your pronunciation to the audio provided in the tool. 4. Speaking practice with real-life situations. When learning English, it's not just about learning vocabulary and grammar. Practicing speaking in real-life situations is also crucial. This helps you become more confident in communication and learn how to apply English in daily life. Practice speaking with simple scenarios. To start, you can practice talking about familiar topics, such as going to the supermarket, making phone calls, or asking for directions. You can practice with friends or family, or even practice speaking alone. If no one is available to practice with, English learning apps like HelloTalk are great tools to connect with native speakers and practice communication. 5. Listening practice to improve reflexes. Listening is just as important a skill in learning English. If you want to speak English fluently, you need to be able to listen and understand what others are saying. Listening practice helps you improve your reflexes in communication. How to practice listening effectively in 5 minutes. To practice listening, you can listen to English podcasts, watch short YouTube videos, or listen to music in English. Try to listen to a conversation and understand the content without looking at the subtitles. If you encounter new words, jot them down and look them up later. Remember, the goal is to get used to the rhythm and pronunciation of native speakers. 6. Reading and writing skills in 5 minutes a day. In addition to speaking and listening, reading and writing practice is just as important. Reading helps you expand your vocabulary and learn how to apply grammar correctly. Meanwhile, writing helps reinforce what you've learned and improves your ability to express yourself. How to practice reading and writing effectively. For reading practice, you can read short articles, short stories, or passages in English books. After reading, try to summarize the content or write a short paragraph about the topic you just read. This helps you practice using words naturally. When writing, pay attention to sentence structure, vocabulary usage, and grammar. A good tip is to start writing a journal or short blog posts in English. This will not only help you improve your writing skills, but also enhance your thinking in English. 7. Using technology to learn English. Today, technology has made learning English easier than ever. English learning apps, online videos, and online courses are all useful tools to help you improve your English. Popular English learning apps. Some of the most popular and highly rated English learning apps include Duolingo, Memrise, and Babbel. These apps offer short, easy-to-understand lessons that make learning vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation fun and engaging. Additionally, you can join online English learning groups or forums where you can discuss and practice with learners from all over the world. 8. Building motivation and perseverance in learning. Finally, the most important factor in successfully learning English is perseverance and motivation. Always remember that learning a language is not a short-term process, but a long journey. You will face many challenges, but as long as you stay persistent and maintain a daily study routine, the results will come. 15. Using technology to enhance learning. In today's digital age, technology offers endless opportunities to improve your English skills. There are numerous apps, websites, and online tools that can facilitate your language learning journey. These tools are particularly beneficial for learning at your own pace, offering flexibility in how you practice English. Popular language learning apps. Some of the best language learning apps available today include Duolingo, Memrise, Babbel, and Busuu. These apps offer a variety of interactive lessons that focus on all language skills, including vocabulary, grammar, reading, and listening. Duolingo, for example, provides short and engaging exercises, making learning feel like a fun game. Memrise, on the other hand, focuses on vocabulary acquisition through spaced repetition, helping you remember words more effectively. You can also find apps like HelloTalk and Tandem that allow you to communicate with native speakers via text or voice messages. These apps help you improve your conversational English and get feedback from native speakers, which is an essential part of language learning. Using YouTube and online videos. One of the best ways to immerse yourself in English is by watching videos on YouTube or other streaming platforms. There are a plethora of educational channels focused on teaching English, such as BBC Learning English, English Class 101, and Rachel's English. These channels offer videos that cover pronunciation, grammar, idiomatic expressions, and more, giving you a full range of resources to improve all areas of English. Another great feature of YouTube is that you can find videos in a variety of categories, from travel and lifestyle to science and technology. Watching videos related to your interests helps you engage with the content, making the learning process more enjoyable and memorable. 16. Effective speaking practice. How to get comfortable with English speaking fluently in English requires a great deal of practice. Unlike reading or writing, which you can do in isolation, speaking requires interaction and communication, which makes it one of the most challenging aspects of learning a language. Simulate conversations. One of the best ways to practice speaking is to simulate conversations in English. You can either practice alone or with others. For solo practice, use mirror exercises. Speak aloud while looking at yourself in the mirror and try to speak English as naturally as possible. For example, you can practice introducing yourself, giving directions, or explaining an idea as if you were speaking to someone else. This practice will help you build confidence and improve your pronunciation. Language exchange with native speakers. Participating in a language exchange with a native speaker can be a game changer. There are many platforms like Tandem, HelloTalk, and Speaky that connect learners with native speakers for conversation practice. This real-time communication helps you practice your English in a natural, authentic environment and allows you to correct mistakes instantly. Speaking with friends and family. If you don't have access to native speakers, speaking with friends and family members who are fluent in English can also be helpful. You can create a language buddy system where both of you agree to speak only in English during certain times of the day. This consistent practice will improve your fluency and pronunciation. 17. Writing skills, the key to effective communication. Writing is an essential skill that not only helps you express ideas clearly, but also improves your understanding of grammar and sentence structure. Writing regularly allows you to practice new vocabulary, reinforce grammar concepts, and develop your writing style. Daily journaling. A simple yet effective way to improve your writing is by maintaining a daily journal in English. This practice forces you to think in English and express your thoughts coherently. Start by writing about your daily experiences, emotions, or things you've learned. Don't worry about making mistakes, just focus on writing as much as you can. As you get more comfortable, challenge yourself by writing longer entries or exploring different writing styles, such as descriptive or narrative writing. This will help you build a richer vocabulary and a better understanding of sentence structure. Blogging in English. If you prefer a more public form of writing, consider starting a blog. Blogging allows you to share your thoughts, interests, and experiences while simultaneously improving your English writing skills. Regularly updating your blog helps you practice writing in English while building a portfolio of work. You can even ask others for feedback to refine your skills. 18. Reading skills, expanding vocabulary and improving understanding. Reading in English not only helps you expand your vocabulary, but also exposes you to different writing styles, structures, and idiomatic expressions. Whether you prefer reading news articles, novels, or scientific journals, regular reading will significantly improve your comprehension and fluency. Reading short stories and articles. Start by reading short stories or articles in English. If you find long texts too difficult, choose shorter pieces that you can easily digest. Websites like BBC News, The Guardian, and Medium offer articles in clear, concise language, ideal for English learners. As you read, highlight any unfamiliar words, look them up, and incorporate them into your vocabulary. Books and novels. Once you're comfortable with shorter texts, gradually move on to novels or books in English. If you're a beginner, start with children's books or young adult fiction, which use simple language but still provide a rich narrative. As you progress, try more challenging books to push your boundaries and learn more advanced vocabulary. 19. Improving listening skills, active engagement with audio materials. Listening comprehension is crucial for becoming fluent in English, but it's often overlooked. Whether you're listening to music, podcasts, or movies, active listening helps you internalize sentence structures, pronunciation, and idiomatic expressions. Listening to podcasts and audiobooks. Podcasts are an excellent way to improve listening skills because they expose you to natural speech patterns. You can find podcasts on a wide variety of topics, from language learning to entertainment and science. Try to listen to a podcast that interests you and take notes on new words or phrases. Rewind and listen to difficult sections multiple times until you can understand them clearly. Audiobooks are another fantastic tool for improving listening. Choose books you have already read in your native language so you can focus on listening to the pronunciation and flow of English without struggling to understand the storyline. 20. Cultural understanding through language. One of the challenges in learning a language is understanding the culture that comes with it. To truly master English, it's essential to understand the cultural context behind words and phrases. English is rich in idiomatic expressions and cultural references that make it unique. Learn through movies and TV shows. Watching movies and TV shows in English is a fun and informative way to learn about the culture. Pay attention to the way characters interact, the phrases they use, and how they express emotions. Watching with subtitles in English can help reinforce the vocabulary and expressions while improving listening comprehension. Engage with social media and online communities. Social media platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram are also great places to engage with native English speakers and learn more about cultural trends. Participate in discussions and ask questions about things that are unfamiliar to you. Social media gives you the chance to learn current slang and expressions used by people of all ages. 21. Setting realistic goals for language learning. Learning a language can feel overwhelming, especially if you don't know where to start or what to focus on. Setting clear, achievable goals can help you stay motivated and focused. Breaking down the learning process, set small, measurable goals for yourself, such as learning 10 new words per week, mastering a specific grammar rule, or completing a certain number of lessons on a language learning app. Break down the overall learning process into manageable chunks and celebrate your progress along the way. Track your progress. Keep track of your learning journey by maintaining a language learning journal. Record what you've learned, what challenges you encountered, and what you plan to focus on next. Regularly reviewing your progress will help you stay motivated and highlight areas where you need to improve. Thus, effective English learning is not just about memorizing vocabulary or grammar, but also requires persistence and the application of the right learning methods. From practicing pronunciation, listening, speaking, to using technology and connecting with native speakers, each step brings you closer to speaking English confidently and fluently. With consistent practice every day, even just for 5 minutes, you will see noticeable progress in your communication skills. If you found these tips and techniques useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future videos sharing more English learning insights and tips. Start your English learning journey today and let's achieve our goals together.